Today's episode is brought to you by Epic Eyewear. Epic Eyewear offers some of the best quality sunglasses at an affordable price for all. Are you tired of dealing with large corporate companies? With Epic Eyewear, they deliver quality customer service as a small business would offer. As a testament to their product, Epic Eyewear stands behind their product 100% with a no-hassle warranty. They also offer free returns and exchanges. So if you're in the market for new sunglasses, check out epiceyewear.com. Female, veteran-owned, and made in the USA. Use the promo code WHISTLE10 for 10% off of your next purchase.
Today is November 13th. In the garage today, you got me, your boy Paolo.
Foy's here too, talking in the third person.
Ooh.
Right?
I know.
You like that?
It's a very an ego thing, primetime player type thing. You know what I mean? You're becoming a character.
Am I?
Yeah, you should copyright yourself.
I am no...
I'm noticing your likeness. I know everyone has one, but I don't know where yours was.
I am no
this whole
Jake
time.
Yodakai by any stretch, but we do have a special guest in the house tonight.
Tons
We
of
have-
aliases. He's got likenesses. I just like him in general. My boy, Nick the Diesel. Toot. Here comes the Dieselhorst. Oh, shit, did I fuck it up?
Yeah, you did.
You're good. You're good.
The gardener.
That's fine.
The gardener.
You know,
That's the real name.
it's whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
It's Dick Dieselhorst.
Well,
Dick?
Did you not just hear what he said?
Yeah, I'm going with Dick Dieselhorst. Toot. I'm the Toot guy.
Dieselhorst.
Horst.
Horst.
There's an S and a T in there. Please.
All right, let's not have a repeat of last show, Paulo, where you shit the bed.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not shitting the bed.
All right, we're gonna find that out real soon.
Okay.
All right, so tonight's show we got some stuff to talk about. It's been a crazy week and a half of sports. You know, some great college games, some great NFL games. You know, some return of players. I mean, if you're watching NBA basketball, I guess it's going okay. What's going on with the Warriors? How bad are they?
Oh, they're just not even. They're not even the topic of conversation.
Oh, they're like
It's
yesterday's newspaper. They're just getting
quick.
fucking cast aside.
You know, and none of their stars are playing, so it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
Who the fuck wants to go watch just Draymond Green play?
Everyone's back to watching LeBron and LA. LA has come back full force. If it's not the Lakers, it's the Clippers.
When do the Clippers play the Lakers?
We will look that up.
Oh, I guess that means I'll look that up.
Yeah, my phone is. We got a new situation here in the garage. We brought in a teak outdoor patio table, and it's working pretty well. How you feeling about it?
You need to oil
we
that
got
shit.
one. I need to oil it. Sean does.
Yeah, that's the first thing I said when he showed me. Oh, what do you think? It looks like shit, Paul. It's weather beaten. It needs to be fucking oiled.
I like it.
Bad.
It's kind of got that natural wear and tear, that country
No,
farmhouse.
you oil it, it'll suck it right up. It'll look a lot better.
Yeah.
It'll last a lot longer.
You don't do that. Well, I have a 3-stage tea cleaner. The table actually got it. This is actually pretty decent for where it's at right now. I did it like 4 months ago.
Oh.
The chairs, though.
Lakers play the Clippers on Christmas Day.
Oh, Christmas Day is always a good day to watch hoops.
That's the only thing you can watch because there's no fucking good football. I mean, there's
Right.
a bowl. There might be a bowl game, but it's like the shit bowl that nobody cares about.
You two should go down there and call that game live. From the nosebleeds.
We should.
From the ceiling.
No, but yeah, no. Hoops in LA is crazy. You know, they're already talking LeBron as MVP. It's only
What-
Yeah, it's been 7 games.
right.
Yeah.
Paul George is coming back to the Clips tomorrow, I think.
Oh, he's back.
You know, and then
Forget about him, and they've been doing okay.
Yeah, dude, Kawhi's the real deal. I mean,
it's funny how we're with Kawhi in LA, but they had a Kyle Lowry interview, and I was like, oh yeah, they won the championship last year. Like,
didn't he break his thumb?
Oh yeah, and he's out too.
He's out. Fuck, everybody's getting hurt in the NBA.
Well, this is definitely the season where all the superstars seem to be about 30-something, and they need a little bit of time. This season's going to pick up wind, I think, and go. You know, don't get me wrong, like any other season, but these guys are all on new teams. They're all little, went on huge runs last couple years. It's going to take some time, but I don't think the Warriors are going to be able to catch up like these other teams.
They'll be lucky to make the playoffs at this rate.
I don't know how they're going to squeeze in.
I'm gonna lose fucking $100 to Vic.
I am too. You both are losing $100.
Yeah,
he's getting $200 off us.
Because I said they'd finish better than the Lakers.
And do you remember my bet? I said that the 2 times the Warriors go down to LA, that the Warriors would win.
Has that happened yet?
No, I have time, but
Well,
he called it the first day. I forget who beat the Warriors. It was like a 40 point like slaughtering.
Oh yeah, they've been getting their ass handed
Murdered,
to them.
right? And everyone's just saying it. Like Draymond's like out there. He's like, we just ain't good.
Yeah, I mean they know it.
You know, at least they could admit it. You know what I mean? I think that's
When
the
you don't
first
have
stage.
two of your
first
best
step.
players on the court,
Oh yeah,
what are you gonna do?
Clay looks like a coach. I'm like, what are you doing? But yeah,
And you think about it. I think I made this statement at some point previous to the NBA draft. I said Zion. I think I said Zion would be questionable with his durability.
Oh, it's a huge question.
I mean, he hadn't even played a game, and he's already how many weeks? 2-3 weeks he's out with a knee. Is this going to be a nagging thing?
It's so soon in his career, and the style of play. He's so dynamic, so strong, he jumps so high, he runs so fast. He's going to break, or he has to learn his skill sets, the pro level skill sets, fast, or he's not going to. You're just not going to see him.
I haven't seen the guy play. Let him get healthy and play. He might play all.
He's had more
he might
reps than
play
anybody.
65 games.
He played the very first preseason game. He had a great block and a
Guys
putback
get
dunk.
injured sometimes. If this let
he
him
had-
let him play. Let him play the rest of the season. See what happens.
He tears through shoes, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
He had the biggest shoe
so
blowout
did
I've ever seen.
so did Barkley back in the day, and he played. He pretty much played.
Yeah, but this kid is.
I don't think he's that tough. Is the thing.
I think you could be. I mean, I think
he
can
I don't think
be.
he's had the chance. I mean, I don't think he's had the chance at this level yet. But I mean, the potential is fucking
I think
sky high.
that's what I'm saying is the guy hasn't even stepped on the court. If he steps back on the court and in another week goes down, like let him get healthy. Let him say he's healthy. I mean, if he misses the whole season for, all these excuses, so be it. But comes back in a week or two. What's he expect to be out? A week or two?
He hasn't played since
the beginning of
he missed like half a preseason.
It's
Right. I mean, he hasn't even played this regular
Right.
season. Correct.
Yeah,
When's he supposed to come back? What's he have? A knee injury? Foot injury? What is it?
I don't.
Both.
I think it was a knee.
Knee.
Some knee. I think it was 3 to 4 weeks.
So he should be coming back. What I'm saying is, if he comes back and plays 55 games out of the year, 60 games out of the year, then it's a moot point right now.
Exactly. It's too early to tell.
Maybe
but
he's true. Maybe he is truly injured. He is truly injured. So I don't know, that's my point. I mean,
Speaking of injuries, Sean said that Tyreek Hill's back.
No, I said Kareem Hunt. Was
Kareem
back.
Hunt. I always said Tyreek.
Damn it, Paulo! You were like
Killing it.
the worst.
I always got them confused when they're on the same team though together. So
Yeah, but that's a great segue from basketball. Right?
I was trying to go right to football because
you wanted to go right to football.
I want to go right to football. It was one of the best weeks of football, I think.
All right, so Kareem Hunt made his team debut with the Browns,
and
he got. I mean, Nick Chubb still was the main dude. He rushed for like $115 or $120, like he does. Kareem Hunt gives them another dynamic runner, and he's great in the pass game. I mean, he's a proven veteran guy coming off suspension. I mean, I think it was a great pickup for the Browns. Call it what you want. His situation, I think, sketchy as it was, you don't touch a woman, but if you've seen the video, if anybody's seen that video, she kept coming back to his room. I'm pretty sure he told her to leave, and not in those words.
Right.
But from what it said, what the report said is like she kept coming back. I mean, I don't condone what he did, but it's like,
if he has a great season and he finishes out the season, is he a contender for like comeback player of the year? Does that qualify? Is what I'm really asking.
oh, so is he making a comeback from a bad social situation?
from
Right.
kicking a woman while she was knocking a woman over and kicking her. Does he make comeback player of the year? Absolutely not,
You know what I
because the NFL does not want that light shine.
So what about another guy, the Niner-Seahawks game, and we can touch upon that later, but Gordon coming back, Josh Gordon having a great game for the Seahawks and coming back from a sticky situation, you know what I mean? Just getting bounced back from different teams.
How would you call that a great game?
Not a great game, but just...
He played like 14 snaps. He caught 2 balls for like 27 yards.
But he's a dude.
And how would you call it a
Not
sticky
great.
situation? He's been.
Well, he just got bounced,
He's
hurt.
got demons. He struggles. It's alcohol, right? I mean,
No,
it's
it's
his
weed.
thing.
Weed
is his
thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
if the NFL was smart, they'd fucking legalize it, which I don't know why they won't, because the fucking NBA has no problem
And you
with
have
it
a guy
unless
like
it's edibles.
Calvin Johnson coming out like,
Yeah.
and says, and he was kind of a diplomat for the league. He was
Yeah.
kind of a good guy,
spokesman, yeah.
right? And he said, I smoked grass after every game because I wasn't going to get addicted to opioids.
And that's smart.
You know what I've been noticing too is that
is it really a performance enhancer?
No.
I mean, other than healing guys,
right?
no, what I've noticed is that a lot of these companies, the CBD oils, NFL guys, are investing in becoming the figurehead, and or these companies are going out and getting guys.
Well, like Gronk's a major player in that right now.
Well, he's got his big company, right? Like everyone's got a CBD thing, and that's not even.
Who else has a CBD thing?
I don't.
He had the Tide.
Kyle Turley?
Kyle Turley. There's a whole bunch.
You like
of
how
these.
I could just pull that off?
The USA flag tattoo is what I was trying to describe.
No, he's more known for ripping the helmet off and tossing it on the field.
Good moment. Good moment.
But no, I mean the NFL needs to pull its head out of its fucking ass and legalize marijuana for these players. I mean, unless they are cahooting with the fucking major pharma with the opioids and pushing those pills, that's the only reason why they are not allowing the players to smoke grass.
But I'm gonna let you know, players there's a lot of players who still smoke and just don't get caught.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well, you're Calvin Johnson. How do you played a lot of games in a row? And you never got popped once.
I have a friend.
There's a lot of guys doing it.
I have a Niner. Do you guys remember Andre Carter, D lineman?
Yeah.
Jack.
From Cal.
Yes. Dude. Smoked in my buddy's little apartment one time. Like these guys smoke and they don't, they're just like, hey, keep it cool, whatever.
Do you blame them? I mean,
they're going through it. It's like
that's the point. You should just get ahead of the game, no pun intended, and legalize the stuff.
Yeah,
is it just hard because some teams are in different states? I mean, geography plays a factor in that too, because not every state has it. I just don't test for it
because but if I need it after my game and I'm in a state that doesn't even have medical marijuana allowed, then I'm actually breaking federal law or state law.
While employed by these guys who's going to make big, and that's I think.
What if I drive home from there and get in a car? I mean, all this. I mean, you could go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, you're rolling the dice, but it's like, it's the benefits totally outweigh the risk, in my opinion. I mean, have you ever heard somebody overdosing on marijuana?
No.
Is it possible?
I heard the rumor is you have to smoke your weight in it. It's like, okay.
But no, in all seriousness, it's like that doesn't happen.
No.
You find these guys ODing on painkillers and booze. It's they're popping pills because they're in fucking pain.
Antidepressants, bro. Yeah, they're making
snorting them.
And then as soon as you get hooked, I mean, then it's a spiral.
Yeah, you go down.
You've seen it a lot of times in sports and elsewhere.
Yeah, and they all talk about it. It's like, dude, I was popping fucking 20 Vike a day, and it's like your body. I mean, you're a peak physical condition. Like you're an athlete at the highest level, and you're just filling your body with these opioids and just killing yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that could all be alleviated by just smoking something that's natural.
What about baseball? And I've heard, I hear these stories, and I think you probably heard the same story as me, but they would have in the middle of the locker room, energy drinks and these orange and green pills. You know what I mean?
I would imagine. Oh, back in the 60s and 70s,
I'm talking even 90s.
I'm sure.
They always had something, greenies and oranges or whatever they call them.
Dude, every era has something.
Right.
You look at
always
from
try to catch
the gold.
an edge.
Yeah, you look at the
and
golden
it's almost cultural. I mean, it's like
look at the Russians.
If the 60s and 70s were doing drugs and hey, everyone's in the dugouts doing some speed or doing
something, and then back with in the 20s through the 40s.
The 80s was the coke. Everyone was doing coke. I mean, and that's what people were doing in society. So the high society people, which are the baseball players at that time, they're all, like Doc Good and Strawberry, all those guys.
Yeah,
just tons of blood.
Was it the New York Mets? That whole team was
just hold that whole,
You're in New York.
You're doing what the society's doing, right?
And then, going
Josh
back.
Hamilton doing.
Totally. Going back to even the Prohibition time. Dude, you look at the 20s through probably the early 40s, late 40s. Those guys were just fucking hammered all the time.
Yeah, they got paid.
Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
I mean, he died of bum liver.
Yeah. So it's every era has a vice.
Right.
There's always something. And then, like, even into the 80s, you can say, like, the steroid era. That was their drug, and then it moved to the cocaine, and then it moved to the crack, and then it moved to fucking HGH. I mean, HGH isn't going anywhere.
No.
They can say what they want, but...
It's the best stuff.
But if you look at what it does, it's like it's not the strength gains, it's the recovery is what the players are after.
And, like, people are going to Europe, right? And just getting, like, because there's rules and stuff, this and that, but they just go over there and, like, take my blood out, spin it around, put this in it.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna when you got the money, you're gonna get what you need.
But why can't we do that here, too? Like, that's regulated here, right?
No, you can't do that here because somebody isn't getting paid. That's ultimately what it's coming down to. You know, it's like everybody's frowning on the PEDs. So you're telling me 90% of the NFL isn't on PEDs?
Right.
Right? I mean, come on. You don't get that big that fast and maintain that for 15 years
Right.
by just working out naturally. I'm sorry. You could be in great shape, but at that level, at the NFL level, there's something's got to give you that edge.
Oh, absolutely. It's when we're watching guys play, I think the longest we've ever played. Like when you watch guys in the 90s, they were blips sometimes. They didn't last this long. Right now, I don't know how many guys are close to 40.
Yeah.
You know?
I think they're still blips. I think we're just at an age where we just remember guys
high-level
for
players last longer. I
don't know. I'd like to see that stat. I think they're still blips. I think guys aren't lasting longer. I think we're at an age where we remember guys longer.
Yeah, you could be right.
It's easier. The info we've processed a lot of it already.
Brian Westbrook. It's been 15, and that guy won me so many fantasy football championships.
That guy was a fucking stud. Like 100 cat. He's Christian McCaffrey.
Yes, exactly.
Not as good of a runner.
Mm-mm. And he always think he was older than he was because he always wore those freaking plain ass elbow pads. You know what I mean? It was just
the Trace elbow pads.
He had 3 years that were just fantasy football.
Phenomenal.
Right.
Yeah.
80-yard touchdown, 60 yards, 40 yards. That was
like
awesome.
I said, the modern day Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
Everybody's like, it's funny, you know, speaking about Christian McCaffrey, everybody's talking like, you know, oh, he's not going to last as a running back. He should have been a slot. He's going to last as long as he wants to, in my opinion.
Did he get 1,000 yet? He's really close.
He did. He led the team in rushing and receiving last year, and I'm pretty sure he went over 1,000 in both.
Yeah. No, and again, there's players like that. You know, you're saying Alexander.
No, he said Westbrook.
Westbrook. Did I say Sean Alexander?
You said Alexander.
Yeah. No, but I was thinking Roger Craig. You know, guys who catch the ball out about,
he was an early day. He was the
early
trendsetter.
day.
Yeah, he was. He wasn't as dynamic, but he was definitely spearheading
that angle route. He ran.
Oh, dude, he killed people with that. Because you can't stop that as a linebacker. Mm-hmm. You know, you're coming downhill for the run, and you're expecting him to run that little flare out, and then he plants and cuts up right underneath you. I mean,
and then you got Montana putting it on you.
Yeah. And then you look at the linebackers back then. Yeah, they were downhill thumpers, but they weren't running fucking sideline to sideline. Those are like 4-7.
The game
guys.
has changed. Yeah.
Those were like 4-7 guys. Nowadays, everybody's like 4-4, 4-5, and that makes a big difference.
I agree. Imagine that evolution in 20 years. From 4-7. I mean, what's going to be another? Everyone's going to be running 4-2, 4-3.
That's insane. And you're going to get 250-pound kids running fucking 4-3.
It's going to be gladiatorial at its finest.
Its peak. You know, like just an example of that.
We are paying for that. It's like we are the modern. People equate it to that, but someday it's going to get really, really good.
Oh, dude, it's going to be insane. Like, a perfect example of that is I was watching going to the Monday night game. Great game. 49ers, Seahawks. Seahawks took them down. I think I didn't call it on air, but I told a lot of people the Seahawks are going to be the team that beat the Niners because the Seahawks are very well balanced offensively. Russell Wilson's playing like an MVP. He didn't play great.
No.
He turned the ball over quite a few times, but he did enough. The running game did enough, and the defense balled.
And dare I say it, he's clutch. You know, he's dangerous at the end of the...
He was, but he almost fucked him.
Oh, yeah.
They were driving down in overtime, and he threw the pick. That was a shit throw. He had the guy wide open. He just got to put it on him. I'm not a quarterback, but put the ball on him. Don't float that shit. Fucking put it on him.
It was a great pick.
It was. But the point I was making in terms of like the freakish athleticism was Jadeveon Clowney.
What a comeback. Not a comeback, but...
He's playing... Dude, you and your comebacks.
I know. Comeback day.
He's squeezing down on like the inside run, and then they pitch the ball out, and he turns and gets down the line, 6'5", 265, runs down. Who was it? I think it was Emmanuel Sanders. And he turns and like runs him down for a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, he almost like
almost horse collared him, but he didn't.
And then he actually just tackled him.
Yeah.
No, like it reminded me of Jadeveon when he was in college. Like I don't know what happened with the Texans. He was riddled with a couple injuries here and there.
He was never healthy with the Texans.
Right.
He was always banged up.
This was the best Jadeveon we've seen.
Yeah, his move to Seattle really helped him.
Is he 10 years in the league now?
No.
No, I'm gonna be 8.
8
tops.
8
tops.
But it's been a while.
6.
Yeah, probably more around there.
Yeah, I thought it was always just injured, and then I thought he was gonna just be a burn out. But sometimes you need that fresh start.
He's a top 3 college play of all time.
Oh, when he crushed that kid from Michigan, everybody loves that hit. That to me is number 2 to the Pat Cowan hit in Ray Maluga.
I mean, as that running back, you just got to motherfuck that guard every day of your life. Like,
dude,
how did you let that guy just tackle guard, cross my face, and just kill me?
Killed me.
Well, that's how scary. Like when he picked up the ball, and I was like, oh, there's no one stopping him. Like it was J.J. Watt-ish, you know? And again, he didn't have like the sack numbers, but the hurries, the pressures, how he forced plays.
Yeah, he's not quite the finisher that J.J. was.
Right.
Which makes me sad to think is like, I think we've seen the best of J.J. Watt, and he's borderline done.
Yeah.
You know, I feel for the guy because he's...
Again, a really big body over a long period of time. A lot of wear and tear in that position.
Yeah.
And then you look at his brothers. I think his brothers are going to last a lot longer. They didn't seem to be so enhanced.
Yeah.
As JJ was.
You've seen them all together, right?
Right.
JJ's a fucking
That's
monster.
What I'm saying.
JJ has the classic huge forehead.
And was he like 3 or 4 years before them when he was things didn't like? Don't do that. I don't know. I'm not.
Well, from what I hear and what I've read is like when he trains, like his training regiments are so like high impact and intensive, you know. So I think that plays a big part into like his ligaments.
Big human being. I mean,
he's gigantic.
But the brothers look a little more
somewhat normal.
Yes.
Like JJ's got those huge. He's just a mountain of a man.
Right.
And his legs look small. They're huge. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe knee down. But do you remember when his quad was bruised, and it looked like a freaking garbage can freaking lid? It was like a huge ass quad, but it looks unproportional because his feet are like.
Yeah.
Am I saying that wrong?
No,
like,
I think
it looks like a lot of weight. You know, he's just huge.
He's a big human being.
He's 6'5", like 270.
That's what I'm saying. So his brothers look a little bit smaller, so I think they're going to last longer.
Yeah,
and they have high motors.
Would you rather be a Watt or a Bosa?
Well, the thing you got to say about the Bosas, both brothers and the dad were all first round picks.
Yeah,
I mean, holy shit, that's some fucking DNA right there.
Mm-hmm.
The Watts, JJ was the only first round pick.
More blue collar.
Yeah, you know, Wisconsin guys, not that like premier school. So, and then you get the Bosa family like sitting out to like save themselves for the draft, which I am not a fan of.
Well, I thought it was, again, I think I mentioned this in a previous episode. It was very like Eli Manning. The dad was there kind of directing things, but the kid, Nick, where did Nick what happened to Nick Monday night? He didn't make too many plays.
Dude, did you watch the game? He had fucking 9 tackles.
I needed more. I needed sacks. I need Russell Wilson.
9 tackles from a DN is pretty fucking good.
Was it 9?
Yeah, I have him on one of my fantasy teams.
Oh yeah, he dropped.
Yeah, well, so
boom.
Don't tell me he didn't do anything, cause
fuck.
You call yourself a fan? Jesus Christ,
dude! I'm doing things. I'm freaking coaching wrestling. Back in the coaching game, so I can work on my Bronco. I bought a Bronco, guys. It's an '82 Bronco.
It's a total piece of shit.
Yeah, it's a project.
Yeah, that's never gonna get done.
Why not? Why wouldn't it not get done?
Because it's you.
What have I not finished?
Anything?
Name it.
Oiling the stable.
I will finish you. It's I got 3 oils and stuff that I already treated this with.
Bullshit, you
I
did.
swear. Yeah. Look at right there, teak brightener. That's what I use right there. 3 steps.
Just because there's a bottle over there doesn't mean you
and
use
it's used. This is no gun. Anyways, all right. What other football game are we watching this week?
This game?
Oh my goodness, you're right.
You are like downward spiral. Are you on opioids, Paulo? Because
I
you were
wish.
spiraling downhill. Have some whiskey.
LSU,
LSU, Alabama.
LSU, Alabama,
Alright.
guys. What a game.
First and foremost, the post-game speech in the locker room by Coach O that should have never been filmed and should have never been
Does
viral.
that kid get in trouble?
Fuck yeah, he gets in trouble. You can't do that shit. There's an unwritten rule about what goes on in the locker room. You don't film that shit unless it's like the national championship and you're all celebrating.
All sure it's a player and not like some media guy or anything like that.
It's the kid holding the phone recording himself.
He could be.
He's saying,
Dude,
yes, coach. And
Who doesn't call Ed Orgeron coach?
Dude,
I would call him coach.
true.
And look at the end of the day, when what he's saying, we're gonna beat him in recruiting.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
that video is helping recruiting.
Right.
That video is that's exactly what they're talking
Well,
about.
did you see some of the LSU guys after the game go up to the high school kids?
Right. In the section
in the Alabama
in the student
section,
section,
tell
yeah.
them they need to rethink their recruiting. That's some pretty cold shit right there.
dude? No, it's great. I love that rivalry. I love the coaching situations. I love the quarterbacks. You know,
Dude, Toa has been hurt all year.
yeah. But I'm liking the other kid, Barrow.
Oh,
I think
Jake Burrow?
Yeah, I think he's great, dude.
I don't know if he's great yet.
Not great,
he's
but
gonna be good. He's the best quarterback LSU's seen in a fucking
They
minute.
went right back at him, throwing the ball. Was that last drive? There was no incomplete passes.
No, he went like 13 for 13 out of the gate.
It was.
But it was good play calling. I mean, it was a good, scrambled when he needed to. It was perfect.
Here's the thing with LSU. When Les Miles was there, it was so fucking conventional and boring, like jumbo sets, two backs, gonna grind you down like big backs with all this talent, right? You got Jarvis Landry, you have Odell Beckham Jr., you got Leonard Fournette, all on the same fucking team,
Yeah.
right? And you're a fucking two tight end team with two backs, and occasionally you throw a waggle pass, you know? Now they're this spread team where they can still mash the ball, but they've got playmakers on the edge. They got a quarterback that can distribute the fucking ball. It's about time they joined the 21st century of offense. And look, it's producing dividends. I mean, they're fucking killing people.
Yeah, no, all those guys look like primetime players. They're used well, used correctly, and again, just the situational stuff. The play calling was just fun to watch too. You know,
I mean, Alabama had its chances. I mean, but Alabama is not as good as they've been.
you know what was? I'll tell you what is good about Alabama, and I think we were talking about before is the girls in the stands.
Yeah,
all
Paul and I had a conversation at length about this,
and the type of woman who, and I'm gonna say there's a handful of them too that are LSU fans. We generalize the Southern woman who is a football fan. When they show the Crimson Tide and the fans, it looks like it's a
3-to-1 ratio of
pretty
female
much
to male.
It reminds me of what they used to tell me when I was like, "Hey, you're gonna go to Santa Barbara City? It's 3-to-1.
Yeah,
It's 3-to-1 girls to guys. You're gonna be fine. When you go to an Alabama game, it's full of Southern belles.
Same ratio.
And these aren't Southern belles with their iPhone in front of their face taking selfie group pictures.
They're fucking
Yes, they're
yelling and they're cheering and
They're
they know what's
crying,
going on.
Their emotions, they're invested, and they probably they know more about the history of the team, stats.
They know players. They know everything. Then you look at like the typical Pac-12 fan, the female. They're there because Paul said this. They're there because their boyfriend drug them there. They're sitting there looking at Instagram the whole fucking time. They go, yeah, woohoo. They don't give a fuck. And it's like, we were born in the wrong fucking area.
Yeah. So, that's a weekend for them. People who love the Crimson Tide, that's their life.
Oh, totally.
You know what I mean? They walk into a house and there's freaking, houndstooth material and like whatever it is that, roll tide elephants everywhere.
So here's the thing, though. This is where I've always like drawn the line for that. Mm-hmm. You're a fan in the Pac-12. Let's say you're like a UCLA or USC fan. You live in the greater Los Angeles area. There's a shit ton of stuff to do.
There is.
You live in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. You have the Crimson Tide, and what else?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Duck season,
deer season.
Ooh.
That's all you got. So you better live that shit up and enjoy it.
Can we do a quick segue?
Quick?
Duck season? No, you can spend some time talking about it.
Fuck, dude. I haven't even bought my license yet. That's how far
Really?
behind I am.
So even though football season's over for us, it is duck season for Sean. So that means, yes. Is he committed to the podcast? Yes, but he's got to go traveling, killing some fowl this year. What does your season look like? What do you have planned out right now?
Nothing. Like I got one trip and maybe a second.
You're injured.
Yeah, I can't waterfowl hunt in California this year that doesn't have a ground blind.
What would you do if you perfect season this year with the people you know, what we've met in the last couple of years, and what you have planned out?
What would I do?
Yeah, what would you do?
Well, I would have gone to Mendota a couple of times already, just to check it out.
Mendota's what? Southern California?
No, Mendota's north. It's up by Los Banos.
Los Banos.
And then I would have gone. I'd have a trip planned for Thanksgiving weekend to go to Worcester, take my kids, go see everybody down there, and then early December, we'd probably go to Texas for a quick trip, do some crane hunting, come back. The beginning of the year is the only trip I've got lined up right now. We got our week-long trip to Texas for geese and crane.
Yep.
And then last year was great because after the first of the year, I went to Oklahoma, killed some ducks, went back to Texas, and then I went to Arkansas. So that was ideal.
So how far? Arkansas wasn't... It was great to see a ton of birds, right? Is what you said?
There was a shit ton of birds. They just didn't work. So they were all old birds.
Where was Shane's place? Illinois?
Yeah.
Would you want to do something like that? Or
yeah, I think it's... I forget what part of Illinois it is.
And
but
he's got like... what are those shipping container like blinds in the middle of the woods?
Connex boxes.
Yeah.
Those big fucking...
yeah, it's a shipping container.
Shipping
right?
containers.
Yeah.
So what they
it's
do
a
is...
huge blind. It's got like ovens and heaters and...
Well, yeah.
Truth.
There's something similar to that around here, isn't there?
Yeah, right. A little spot.
Yeah, so the
hole?
gardener is
Yeah.
he knows people and he's pretty well rounded in the bird game as well, right?
Yeah, I haven't shot a duck in probably 8 years.
So what would your season look like? What would you want to hit up?
I don't mind duck hunting. I mean, I like taking my dog out. She likes doing that, but I don't like shooting a duck and then just throwing it in somewhere and not using it and not breasting it. And so
Yeah.
if I got buddies around that are going to breast it and do that shit like that, or at least we're going to use it, then
Yeah.
I'll shoot a duck. Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of crane meat from Tony this week.
Did you?
Yeah. So
Ribeye in the sky, right? Isn't that the rumor?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to find other breasts from a bird like that or anything like that and trying to come up with different recipes because I got a lot. And so I told Lisa, I'm like, I'm going to cook this like once a week or every other week and really try to do some different things with it.
Why don't you try to make some jerky?
I might make some jerky. I want to do a béarnaise is what I'm leaning towards, like a peppercorn sauce.
Is it not the red wine sauce or is that bordelaise?
I don't know, man. That French stuff is crazy. I'm going peppercorn.
I like
béarnaise, butter, pepper.
Yeah, I like that.
That's where I'm leaning towards right now. I'm going to try that. And if you guys have any other ideas what to do with the ribeye and the scat, let me know. But jerky's a great idea. I have a great dehydrator. And I think I'm just going simple like soy sauce, salt, pepper.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. Yeah, you could roast it, pan fry. Barbecue's always good.
Meat Eater new season on Netflix.
I already watched it.
Oh, the whole thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's talk about some real big news. Not all was Disney already huge, but the Disney app channel with National Geographic, Hulu, ESPN Plus bundle is out. Like half the nation paid $6 and the other half paid $12.
It crashed.
It crashed.
It crashed originally when it launched, but then they realized why it crashed because so many damn people 20 million in the first 6 hours or something like that.
Insane.
That's a lot of money.
Everyone's watching The Mandalorian. It's a season.
I want to it's got me a little bit intrigued. Yes.
I want to see that. That looks pretty good. I'm a Star Wars guy.
Right. I didn't know.
And I'm a big Boba Fett fan.
A lot of people, I didn't know. I thought it was going to be a movie. I thought,
a movie. And then it's like fucking Disney
better.
Plus.
It's 9 episodes. The first one's like 30 something minutes. They're not super long, but it's way better because you're going to get about 6 hours plus maybe of this storyline instead of a 2-hour movie. And then I thought, you know what, this quality might suck because
it looks legit.
It looks great.
So they spent a shit ton of money.
Well, these, like I said, the episodes are like 30 minutes.
I think they came out with something along the lines of 30 plus original series right off the bat.
They got tons.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many ways they can go with all the characters.
No, I mean in terms of not just The Mandalorian. They came out with 30 different original shows when they launched.
For Disney Plus?
Yeah, so like we might be seeing The Mandalorian, but there's other shows out there that are being
lined
produced.
up?
Yeah, are out there, just out there right now already. They just came out with them, and some of them are bombs, I guess, and some of them are.
Oh, they're gonna do a good job making sure what they pick is great. But you know, it's funny. Someone's come. We were talking about it. You know, the Marvel movies, high production. You know, Wolverine and all the freaking Avengers. But when you see Marvel's like Agents of Shield, it's like this is shitty production.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's on the fucking WB.
I agree.
But when you watch The Mandalorian, it's like
high
quality stuff.
This looks good.
I'm really excited to see it. So
Did you buy?
I think Elise got it. She's a huge Disney fan. You can't say no. And then all the Disney stuff for the kids. I'm excited a little bit for ESPN Plus. I've seen a lot of the 30 for 30s, but you're gonna get all those special feature stories on ESPN Plus. You get Hulu. And then I think
So basically you're canceling cable, right?
Well, you know what's funny is like my father-in-law pays for our Netflix. We all kind of share things. You know what I mean? Like I think you get 4 households per one.
I think you just admitted to a felony, Paul.
Yeah, right.
We're all family.
Splicing your cable.
Yes. I think you just.
You might want to retract your last statement.
This isn't Paulo. Gotcha. No.
The only reason I have DirecTV is for the NFL Sunday ticket.
Right.
Once that like separates, I won't need fucking.
Now I know you got Sunday ticket. You probably watched have you watched Red Zone?
That's what I have. Dish and Red Zone.
I've watched Red Zone. I'd much rather switch through the games.
Do you like it for
I don't watch
fantasy,
enough football for.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I guess maybe if I had all games going at once, I would watch more football.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a put the game on that's playing or put Red Zone on. If it's a big fantasy day, put the Red Zone on. Yeah.
Yeah. So my Sunday, I wake up, I find who's got the ball on my team, where they're at.
Exactly.
That's the game I'm going to.
Well, yeah, you got to be like, oh, there's my guys lit up. Let's go.
It's highlighted. They're in the red zone.
Switch to that game. Got it.
All right, let's see what games we got going on this week, huh? You want to talk NFL matchups?
Sure.
All right. Browns, Steelers. Can the Browns take one? The
Steelers keep playing well.
Dude, Steelers are 3-0 in the last 3 weeks. They're playing really good. Connor's coming back. You know, the big question mark for me is Mason Rudolph. Juju Smith-Schuster has got to get involved at some point. You got to throw him the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Got to throw the ball farther down than 8 yards down the field.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you're also talking about a young quarterback throwing into potential double coverage.
But still, you got to stretch the defense. You know, you can't sit and dink and dunk
that
all
one,
day.
And he just got knocked out.
That one running back that filled in for Connor had the most receptions in a game by a Steeler ever, like 18 or something, or 17. Yeah. It's like, how many times can you drop off the 3 yard? But they win. I mean,
right? I mean,
I don't know. You can't do that forever.
Yeah, it's got to count for something.
All right. What about Dwayne Haskins and the Jets versus the Jets this week? The Redskins.
Yeah,
he's getting the start. No one cares. Yeah.
It's the Redskins. They'll find a way to. Darius Geis is supposed to come back, but AP's been playing real good, so I don't see that being an issue. I mean, Darius Geis has yet to.
How much you make them better? Not much.
Haskins is a guy that was a 1-year starter at Ohio State, and what do Ohio State quarterbacks do in the league?
Yeah,
Nothing.
They might commentate 20 years later. It's Jaguars Colts.
Is it fucking in London? I mean, Jesus Christ! Every week there's a game in fucking London. And
it's always the Colts.
It's always the Jaguars.
Yeah. Bills Dolphins. Ugh.
Bills by 100.
Hey, did you see the Bills Mafia?
The chick that couldn't break the table.
Exactly what I was thinking.
That was fucking great,
dude. I kind of want to go to a Bills tailgate and kind of just go fucking nuts, tackle fucking WWE, freaking crush people,
get lit up in the board drill.
You will never ever beat me in the board drill again.
You
let me know when you're ready,
Mark.
The day you are ready,
again.
The day you are ready, Sean. We will board drill. Okay, I guarantee. Never again in your life.
He's obviously thinking about the injury you have.
I know.
And he's just...
I've had knee injuries. I got a bump and a bruise on one right now.
Not at this magnitude.
He is rolling the dice on that.
Boom.
You got to beat Joey first. Because I beat Joey. If you can't beat Joey, you can't beat me. I beat you and Joey.
Fair enough.
So-
Is that wrong in me?
I agree.
You know this is.
But
years
if
ago
Joey
now. We're
doesn't want,
talking,
but if Joey doesn't want to go,
Yeah, no. Paulo pushed out against Joey the last time. That's
No.
why I had to board drill him.
I was enjoying my vacation.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Now he's enjoying.
that
I
sounds
was in a
immediately like a bullshit excuse.
I was in a two
Immediately.
queen established. You know, I had 2 queen beds.
You,
Trying to relax.
you bitched out.
No, I board drilled. Who did I
Yeah,
board
yeah,
drill?
yeah.
Yeah, you board drilled Josh.
I think so. I won. Okay. Cowboys Lions. Are the boys gonna pull one out?
After they keep shit in the bed, it's like, dude, you know, how many chances does Jason Garrett get? You know, we talk to Cookie every week, and he's like, hates Jason Garrett. He's a huge Cowboys fan, but how long does Jason Garrett have to be mediocre? Why are you raising your hand? We're not in the classroom.
Because I'm Italian, okay? 48%. 48% Italian. My hand goes up once in a while. Kellen Moore as an OC.
I think he's doing a fine job.
I think he's great.
Yes.
I think
Is he a head coach potential guy later down the road?
No.
He's just an OC.
I think he has got to build himself into that household name offensive coordinator. He's not there.
Can you do the Dak Prescott warm-up stretch with your knee?
No. I think Nick Bosa did it better though.
Yes.
Bosa had rhythm.
He did it way better.
Are you? Is the San Ynez Pirates quarterbacks potentially going to pick up a new warm-up drill?
The hip
No.
flip? No. But here's my thing going back to the Cowboys. What I noticed from the games is they wait so long to get Zeke going. It's like,
Or they don't use them well.
they're in the red zone. Dak has more rushing touchdowns and more fucking bootleg touchdown passes inside the 5 than Zeke has touchdowns. Zeke has 4 touchdowns, and I feel like it's straight out of Varsity Blues with Wendell Clark.
My mama's
The
doing my
only
recruiting.
reason he's got 3 touchdowns because he broke them for more than fucking 30 yards. You know, that's how I feel with Zeke. They're inside the 5. Don't tell me to keep my chin up. I'm talking into the mic. Don't interrupt me. I'm on a point here, Paulo.
Get on it.
He averages 6 yards a carry, and then they get inside the 3, and they roll out and throw like 2 incomplete passes.
True tight end.
Yeah, but-
give the motherfucker the ball.
It's different though in the red zone and on the goal line. It's like even
You
like
still got to stop him.
right, but he's not as heavy. Even though I think he's a great runner,
He's
but like,
not as heavy.
But look at guys like Derrick Henry who only scores from 3 yards away.
He scored a 68-yard touchdown
Fuck,
and
he
a
scored a 99 yarder. He scored
99
an 80 yarder this
He
year.
does-
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
he breaks a couple off, but what I'm saying, his numbers are all his touchdowns are from
No,
like
Well, he's
you
a
just
goal line.
said
He's definitely a goal
If you
line
look
back,
at his-
but he's proven to where
He-
he's
he can score from 6 and 8 too. That's
Yeah.
not goal line. Goal line's what
2,
in the
3.
NFL 3 and in, 2 and in.
Yeah.
Well, I heard the stat they were talking about. I know he breaks off the big ones. It's when you see that guy take a big one, it's fun to watch. That reminds me of like Jim Brown football when he's running. You know what I mean? But
I think
you
he's.
just gotta look at it. I think you have different weapons when you're closer to the end zone, and maybe Zeke.
But
Maybe they just don't know how to use Zeke down there.
you turn around and you hand him the ball. How hard is that? It's
Well,
like,
maybe Kellen Moore isn't that good of an OC then.
well, I as much as it to my chagrin having Zeke on my fantasy team, it's like, you know, to the Cowboys' credit, they're scoring fucking touchdowns.
Right.
Dak's rolling out and fucking walking in, or
Right.
throwing to a wide open fucking tight end. I get that, but fucking turn around. He's the highest paid running back in NFL history for a reason. He's a fucking stud.
Yeah, because they all get his attention and the guy can walk in.
Exactly. So it's like, pay him off. You know, give him some touchdowns. Show him some love. I mean,
Fuck.
he's grinding
Winning.
out.
Isn't that what he wants? Winning?
Who knows? You never can tell these days. A lot of guys are about the stats. I mean, who knows what bonuses he's got in that contract? How many touchdowns he scores, yards, and all that shit. But the thing I've noticed the most about Zeke this year that I'd never really noticed, like, because pretty much if you're on my fantasy team, I'm gonna like be hypersensitive to how you play the game because I'm watching. Like, what I've noticed this year, he is a fucking hell of a blocker when it comes to blitz pickup.
Oh yeah,
He fucking kills people. Like when
He's a big boy in general.
He's like 6 foot,
Super
220. Like he's a brick shithouse. But what I like about him when he throws a block when Dak takes off, he goes right after a linebacker right in the fucking
quads.
thighs.
Yep, right in the
Just
quads.
hammers him right in the thighs.
Yep, right through him.
And,
Yep.
and
you
it
can't
looks like
stop that.
It looks like he's got a point to prove.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He
launches himself.
He knows
right
exactly
through
who he's going for.
Exactly.
Because he does. He is a smart football player.
And he's great at blitz pickup. Like, he'll cut the shit out of people.
Same, right? They're fucking
Right at
knees.
their fucking knees. And that's huge. And as a well, I didn't play at that level, but even at the junior college level, guys are coming at your fucking knees. And that's hard to stop. And you get this dude running full speed at you, and you think he's going to truck you, and then he shoots at your legs. It's like, dude, you got to be quick and not get your leg blown out and try and, like, shed it to make the tackle. Dude, you're put in a bad position. Especially when a guy comes that hard.
No, it's Zeke Jones.
Who?
Zeke Elliott. Here we go. Ready? Next team. Texans versus the Ravens.
Ravens.
Now,
think
let's talk MVP.
Lamar Jackson is going to have another monster game. Dude, the dude rushes the ball like 8 times and he's like 80 yards. And then he's always got the threat of busting that 60-yard touchdown.
He's open. He's touching Michael Vick's quarterback rushing record per season.
Oh, he's going to crush that.
Gotta imagine.
Murder it.
Like,
I have no clue.
I think he's at
gotta be
like
getting close.
7. I think he's at like 700 and something or
Crazy.
800 something already.
I'm more impressed too that Michael was up there too. Those numbers are ridiculous.
Well, and his weren't like direct runs. His are like
Mike had bootleg.
Scramble
drops.
out. Like Lamar Jackson's playing the zone read game, and
He's
just
looking upfield. He's doing all the quarterback.
They're
things.
calling plays for him to run
Exactly.
the ball 12 times a game.
I was talking.
Like
to
Randall Cunningham, and Randall Cunningham was a scramble guy.
Yeah.
He'd break those.
kind of like Russell Wilson, you know.
Yeah, he scrambles to find time to throw the ball.
Exactly. I was talking to somebody who's a Cowboys fan of all things, and he was talking about Lamar Jackson, just saying, the Ravens run a fancy high school offense, and at the bare bones of it, it's almost exactly what it is.
Right.
They're formation in you, they're trying to get the numbers, and they're playing the read game. Nobody ever thought it was going to be that good at that level.
Give it a year, they're gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
Somebody will.
Somebody's always going
The
to figure it out.
RG3 theory, it's gonna come
They
in the
got
league and
RG3
look.
on the team, and they had.
It looks so amazing.
the-
You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna figure it out sooner or later.
Exactly.
Look at the Rams from last year. Somebody's gonna figure out everything and just kind of
Put
be able to game plan the shit out of you.
And then put the squash on it for sure. Yeah, I get that.
but he's got a whip for an arm too. I like how he throws the ball.
He's
And maybe
got-
not, and maybe I'm wrong, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's been pretty much the running quarterback doesn't last a long time.
his
He's not taking big licks.
No.
So.
No. The whole Bill Polian should have been a receiver apology thing in him too. It's like, yeah, he's proven his worth at quarterback. He's one of the best quarterbacks we've seen in a long time. Especially like I don't want to say hybrid type, but
I wouldn't say
he's
one of the best we've seen.
he's in the MVP
Again,
conversation.
8 games.
He's carrying a
9
team.
games, right?
He's dynamic.
Yeah.
He's not
It's fun to
one
watch.
of the best.
How many games did he start last year? Half the season?
Probably.
Last half, last 4?
Probably, yeah.
So he doesn't have a full NFL season under his
I
belt
think
yet.
he's close. Either
Right.
he's it's plus minus 1 or 2.
Okay.
So, he's right in that realm.
And he's been playing well. He played well at the end of last season.
Yeah. Like you look at his numbers through I think he has played 16 games because they did this big breakdown. Excuse me. He did this big breakdown of, his completion percentage
Through this many games.
exactly compared to all these other guys. And like he passes the test on every like categorized stat. So I mean, dynamic, yes. One of the best, no.
I just with the MVP talk that he's getting, and I think it was a huge win. Another one of the great games that happened last week.
2 weeks ago.
Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he
Patriots
played
were on a bye.
But that was okay. It's a
It
normal
was
Paul's mistake, Sean.
Baltimore rolled last week.
Yeah, they played the fucking Bungles
Right.
and fucking 0-9. Kill
But
yourself,
just seeing him get through those games and like he's consistent. He's
Yeah,
I mean if again he watches the injuries and everything. Hopefully he sticks it out for a while and is potentially one of the upper echelon quarterbacks.
we can dabble with that later.
Again.
We'll see where it finishes at the
2
end
or
of the
3
year.
years. We'll see.
Yeah,
What about these quarterbacks? Falcons versus Panthers this week.
fucking
Yeah.
not the Panthers. The fucking Falcons are coming off a fucking miraculous win with a backup running back against the Saints. Like the Saints didn't even show up. I mean, people were calling for Teddy Bridgewater out there. The fucking Saints played so bad. They come off a bye and they just shit the bed against the 1-7 fucking Falcons.
Give up 9 sacks.
Yeah, it's like, dude,
Falcons had like 6 all year.
Yeah, it was terrible. I mean, it was
People made bonuses in one game.
yeah.
Just like,
Sure.
It
You know
was,
what I mean?
It was an utterly terrible performance by the Saints, and the Saints' defense is good, and they gave up 26.
Dude, well, they're paying your team this week, the Bucks.
Oh, the Saints?
Yep.
Yeah, dude, the Saints always wax the Bucks. It doesn't matter where they play; like they have their number. Jameis will turn the ball over 2 to 4 times. He'll have his numbers. You know, the thing I give Jameis is like he actually produces. I think out of 9 games or 8 games, he's gone over 300 yards 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
With, you know,
But
He's the backup on my
2
fantasy.
touchdowns, 3 picks.
Exactly.
1 touchdown,
Yeah.
2 picks.
second in the league in turnovers.
He's got to always
He
have
erases
more.
like 5 points a game.
Yeah,
You know.
he's second in the league in turnovers. I think he's got 16, and the leader's Daniel Jones with 17. Daniel Jones fumbles the ball, lost 8 fumbles. 8 fucking fumbles. Hold on to the goddamn ball.
Jimmy G needs to hold on to the ball too. He's fucking spin up the ball all the time.
Is he?
Yeah.
I only thought it was
Last
last
game.
game.
That's all that matters. We lost.
Yeah.
All I remember is last game.
Let's see. It is 8:30.
Okay.
All right.
It's late. Well, let's just talk up these games and we'll see what's up. We got Broncos, Vikings,
Vikings are gonna kill him.
Vikings.
Niners, Cardinals.
Well, the last time they played, everybody's saying it was a trap game, short week. The Niners could be in trouble. They lost like 8 to 10 guys with injury.
Oh yeah.
Fucking everybody got beat up. You know, Emmanuel Sanders is out. Fucking one of the 2 of the linemen I think are hurt. Half the defense. They lost 2 linebackers. So
Joe Staley came back and just got murdered by Jadeveon.
yeah,
He looked. I was like, get Joe Staley out. Even my wife, who doesn't watch football, she was like watching the left tackle. She's like, whatever he's doing isn't good. You know.
I think the Cardinals are feeling good about themselves right now, too.
you know,
So-
with the addition of
gaining
Kenyon
subtraction
Drake,
this season.
you know,
And just Kyler Murray getting better. I think guys are going, this is going to be Christian Kirk, that wide receiver, playing well.
yeah.
So-
And what I've noticed is they're starting to like open up the playbook a little bit, spread that ball downfield, let him use his arm instead of like the first 4 or 5 weeks, all this short intermediate game. It's like the NFL. If you're not Tom Brady, you
know
can't
what?
do
It
that.
doesn't matter. He's 5'10". You drafted him. Let him throw the
Yeah, he's got a
17-yard out.
He's got a cannon.
It's Russell Wilson.
Yeah, you know he's got a cannon and he's fucking fast. Let him do what he does and let him throw the ball downfield.
We got Pats, Eagles this week. Pats.
That's the Sunday night game. I mean, you know the Eagles seem to play them tough, so you know that could be a touchdown game either way. But I still think the Pats are going to bounce back from a bye week and losing to the Ravens.
And not the Sunday night game, but they're playing. Bengals, Raiders.
Who cares?
Bears, Rams. Dude, both those teams just
Who cares?
disappeared, huh? That's-
Fuck it.
I
The
can't believe
Rams
that.
have been like the biggest disappointment. You want to talk about a Super Bowl hangover? Holy shit!
Or somebody figured him out.
Yeah, like
So that's
Jared
the Sunday
Goff.
night game.
Jared Goff looks terrible. Like Cooper Kupp didn't have a catch last week. How does that happen? He was the leading receiver. How does he not get one ball?
Yeah. And
Call
then-
a play for him.
Yeah, get him the ball. I guarantee you he's going to have at least 10 touches this game.
And how bad are the Chiefs going to murder the Chargers on Monday night?
Who knows? I mean,
It's up-
we were talking. The Gardner brought this up earlier. It's like the Chiefs played fucking the Titans last week, and the Titans rallied around Ryan Tannehill of all people.
Right?
And they came back from 2 scores and beat them 35-32 in Arrowhead. Was it in Arrowhead? I think it was.
No, it was in
No, it was
Tennessee.
in Tennessee. But it's like, you know, Patrick Mahomes came back. Patrick Mahomes had a fucking awesome game. He threw for like 385 and 4 touchdowns. You know, what kills the Chiefs is their lack of running game. You know, they don't have that consistent running game. Everybody knows they're going to spread you out and throw the ball.
Yeah.
But they don't do enough in the run game to keep people honest. Like, so in that tight game where you need to kill some clock, you know, you got to be able to grind out those first downs. And, you know, a lot of times you can't do that throwing the ball.
Is that it for-
That was the Monday night game for sure.
For sure.
For sure. Do we want to check up some college stuff? How we feeling, boys?
For sure.
I'm good.
For sure.
I'm gonna roll out.
Yeah.
I gotta go check
Family
the
things. You know,
the pyro. So
gotta go be a dad.
yeah, I gotta go be dad.
Excellent. Hey, well, I gotta go be a dad. It's late. It's dark. It's fall. It's cold.
It's 8 o'clock.
You know what I mean? I'm ready to freaking sleep for 10 hours. Hope you're having a good time listening. There's another episode of Hold My Whistle. I'm Paulo.
I'm Foy.
Toot toot. There goes the diesel.
Hey, it's another episode of Hold My Whistle.
Hit the music.
Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby, whistle, baby?
Thanks for listening to another episode of Hold My Whistle. This episode was brought to you by EpicEyewear.com, my personal choice for shades on and off the practice field. So check out EpicEyewear.com and use promo code WHISTLE10 on your next purchase. Remember, EpicEyewear.com.